Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new painting tutorial, and this time I'm going to paint Zarbag. This is the boss of the Zarbag's warband, the Zarbag's Gitz, and I will paint them. I will try to do, as he is quite different, I will also do in a different tutorial, most likely I will do also how to paint this quick, okay, because it's also quite an interesting miniature and I want to paint him. But the base is going to be, for the base what I'm going to do is I'm going to first apply, I'm going to go for a quite dark base, and I will start with Grey, applying Dark Reaper. So my objective here is to play with very dark colors and then making fluorescent mushrooms. Instead of going for standard mushroom, I will go like luminescent fluorescent mushroom, so I will give them a glow, purple glow, maybe greenish glow, so depending on the one, or bluish glow. So I will try to make them glowing. But first we are going to apply Dark Reaper Grey on the base. Okay, don't worry if you go a little bit on top of the mushrooms. You don't need to paint them with this color, but don't leave any spot, especially if the base that you use is lighter. Okay, some parts can be a little difficult to reach on this guy, so you always can take him a little bit out of the base. Okay, so we can take him out of the base, and then we can reach all the parts very easily, and later on we put him back on the base. Okay, so this is the advantage of the push feed miniature, so I will do that. I will take him out of the base, do the base, and then I will glue him and do him. Okay, so I leave it like that. This part that is yellow I will not paint because it's where the guy goes on top, and now we wait that this dries before doing the next step. Okay, so once the previous layer have dried, we are going to apply some dry brush. So the first one we are going to use is the Fang. Okay, I'm going to use the ones that are from the Space Wolves, the colors that are more similar to the Space Wolf ones. This is a little bit purplish, but we'll do the work. So we go first with this one. Okay, and we are going to apply this as a dry brush. This will not be that noticeable, but I always like to start very soft. We'll give this purplish tint that will help as well for what I want to do on this base. Okay. Once it is done, we are going to apply Russ Grey, or Russ Grey, sorry, lemon Russ Grey. So shake it well. Take some. Right. We are going to apply. I want to go for a cold look on these stones. Okay, and then I will use Fenrisian Grey. This was not in a good shape. Take the one. Okay, take Fenrisian Grey with the brush, with white. And we have still from the previous colors. We test. Time to go. Go a little bit lighter. So I do a second layer of Fenrisian Grey. Okay. And once we have done that, the next step, I'm going to use Nuln Oil and do a wash with Nuln Oil to make it darker again. Okay. One of the things, because I want to make these luminescent mushrooms, so the way to make them to pop up more is to have quite a dark background to do the OSL on top. Okay, OSL was better, or it's easier to do over darker backgrounds. Okay, but you think in reality, if you just light a light under the sunlight, it's not going to be visible most of the times. If you see a light of the car light on, they're not that visible, but if it's in the night, they really are much more visible. So now we will wait that this dries, okay, and I come back for the next steps once this has dried. Okay, next I'm going to start painting this part before putting the rest of the body. So I'm going to paint this metallic, and I will use Ironbreaker to do that as a base color. Put it for the second lamp. Okay, so I'm going to take Ironbreaker and paint this part. It's going to be quite shiny now, but we are going to make it look less shiny later on. Okay. So we apply here Ironbreaker, and I'm back once this is done. Okay, next step, I'm going to use Daemonette hide on the mushrooms. I want to give this like purple glowing effect, so I will apply this on the mushrooms as a base color. Okay, so we do that. I apply this, and I come back once this is applied. It's quite thin, so this way it can look quite transparent. So we are going to apply this on all these mushrooms. Okay, so I do that and I come back once this is done. Next, I'm going to apply Elysian green on the skin tones. Okay, and I'm still doing that before, then I will paint the hand here. Okay. So don't forget the inside of the hand. And I'm going to paint as well the face, the arm, and the other hand. The mouth, I try not to paint the inside of the mouth green, but here I will just paint everything. Okay. So I'm going to do that and I come back once it is done. Okay, next I'm going to apply a black wash on the lantern, okay, on the metal of the lantern. So I'm going to apply Nuln Oil there. Okay, so it's we want to make the metal a little bit more darker, I have to say. Okay. Sorry, on the bottom. and I wait that this dries. So while this is drying, I'm going to paint the clothes of the shaman itself, and I'm going to use, I will start applying Naggaroth Night. Okay, I want to give a, no, I will start, sorry, I changed mine. I will start with black, and from there we are going to highlight. So I'm going to apply Abbadon black on the clothes. Okay, so I will do this on all the clothes, and I come back when this is done. No, I realize that I forgot here the ear, but this is not a problem because we are going to do this. There's also bone there. So there is a lot of small details that you can pick up later. Okay, so I do that. Also forgot the legs and the feet with the green, so I will also touch that. So I will do that, and I come back once it is done for the next step. Okay, next I'm going to use Agrax Earthshade to give a little bit of dirtiness, make the metal look a little bit brown. Okay, we are going to apply Agrax Earthshade here, and I will put more emphasis more on the bottom. Okay, and now I'm going to take Biel-Tan green, and we are going to wash the green part as well. Okay, not a normally weight, but in that case it's so small part. We are going to wash this. Okay, and we are going to do as well the other parts of the goblin. You can see I did also the ears and the legs that I forgot before, and as well the feet, because this guy is not wearing shoes. I think the other guys in the warband, well, some of them are wearing shoes and some not. Okay. I will need to also touch there. Okay, now we add the ears as well. Okay, now I wait that this dries, and I will come back. Okay, this how looks like now. Here is still drying, but I'm going to work now on the luminescent moth that is in this type of lamp, and I'm going to use now Temple Guard blue. Okay, so I'm going to paint this type of moth with Temple Guard blue. Okay. Something like that. And I'm not going to do the light effects yet. I'm just going to put the colors up because we are going to do all the OSL thing at the end of the paint job once we have everything together. Okay. I'm doing this before putting the miniature back Now, once this is done, we can put the miniature back and keep painting. Okay. What you want to do, normally OSLs and rust effects should be the last steps, and you should do it with the full model assembled normally. Okay. So here we go. To take it back, because there is the handle there hidden. It's quite interesting model to paint. This warband are quite interesting models. So I will do also tutorial on this guy. Okay, I'm doing this first as a test model. Okay, but in that case it was very clear how I want to look like. Okay, and now I'm going to use Baharroth blue and white scar. Okay, we start with Baharroth blue. We are going to put it in the middle. And as well in the middle, I will put it in the middle of the wings. Okay, and now we're going to take white and make the center even lighter. We're going to add a little bit here, and now with the Baharroth blue, this here, here and here with Baharroth blue. Try to smooth. Okay. Don't forget the back. I was forgetting to do the back. The back we can go a little bit less intense. I will not put the white on the back, just a little bit more. We can add a little bit more of white, a lighter color, so I will mix white with Baharroth blue to make something that is almost white, and I will put a little bit more in the middle of the moth. And later on we will need to do some like reflection, but I will do this later. Okay, so this is what we do now. Okay, and now we are ready to put everything together, and we can keep working on the goblin. So to put this together we have to be careful. We have to be sure that the arm is engaging well, and we put it down. Okay, I'll prefer to work with everything together now. And we are going to apply the next base color. So we are going to paint the staff and what is inside of the staff, So we have all the colors defined, and then from there we can keep working. So as I said, I want to keep all the other things quite dark, so I'm going to use no Dryad bark for the staff, for the wooden part of the staff. Okay, I'm going to apply here. Now it's all about applying base colors. Okay. Right. I'm going to use darker first Ironbreaker for the blade of the staff. Okay, this thing here. I did not take the right one. So we put Ironbreaker. I forgot here one part of the staff. So this is the point to put the base color, so you start defining what is what, and it helps a lot. And you see why I have not finished the mushrooms. We wanted to touch them because they are so at the edge of the base that you, by mistake you will touch with the fingers. The other option is I can do is I take this, I will put him. The base is hollow inside, so you have to be. Okay, now it's going to be easier to handle. Okay, so you can use this type of cork caps. Okay, we have here this type of seed. I'm going to use a darker metal for the a darker color for the pot. I'm going to use Lead Belcher. So with the Lead Belcher we do this. Important not to forget any part. Here we have a little bit of dilemma because we have the bones and the mushrooms, so I want to avoid to paint both on the same colors. So I will go for a bone color, so I will use Usahbti bone for the bones. Okay, so I will do this. I will try to keep the eye holes of the skeleton in black as they are. We also have here this. I have a small one at the end of the hood. Right. We are going to paint now the backs on the bell, and I'm going to use, I will use this color, Doombull Brown. Since this tutorial at the end will go in two parts, because I want to work some details on the face, and they're quite interesting work to do on this guy. Okay, for the mushrooms I will go for more an earthy color, so I will use Baneblade Brown. Okay, this will give also type of creamy color, but more earthy than the bones, so this will make them to look different than the bones. Okay, so I paint that and I come back once it's done. Okay, next I want to do, here I forgot one thing and realizing now, the back. Yes, to do this before. Okay, because I want to do the strings that are closing the backs. To do them, you can go for, I like to do a clear color, so I will use Ungor Flesh. To do this type of small, you can use also bone color to do this. These are the done. I'm going to do now this thing that is hanging there, and I will do it maybe in a, I will use like a Tallarn Sand, so I like to play with the different will use Tallarn Sand for this type of things. Okay. So I do that, I clean up, so I will put here the dark wood that is missing, and I come back for the next step. Now that we have all the base colors applied, we are ready to apply a couple of more washes. So I'm going to apply against Nuln Oil on the metallic parts, okay? So we are going to apply this on this blade and on the pot. So we're going to apply it here. Try not to dirten the mushrooms or other parts that I don't want this to go, but don't miss at the same time any spot of the metal. Okay, something like that. You have a nice shading on the metal here. You have to be careful. But there are all elements, this part here will tend to drag a lot of paint. Something like that should work. You can leave it flat if you want, and then on the pot we are going to apply this as well. Here the only thing is I will apply it as well at the next to the different things, okay? But we are going to be also applied at the bottom. The bottom have to be born. So we can leave it like that. We need to eliminate it here, take out a little bit of the excess. And now I wait that this dries before doing the next step. So I will insist a little bit more here. The point is this will slide down, so you wait. We'll apply, sorry, I was forgetting, on the stuff as well. Okay, this will give also a darker color and will kill a little bit the shiny, the shinies we have here, the shiny finishing. Okay, and we wait that this dries before doing the next wash. Next, I'm going to apply Agrax Earthshade on all this part here. And we are going to put it as well on the metal of the staff. And don't forget this type of string we have here. This will give a very interesting shading. So we put it all over here on all the parts, including bones, including the pot. Okay, everywhere. Don't miss any spot on the bone here. Okay, and the backs. This one we need to wait as well that this dries a little bit. Okay, we'll wait that this dries a little bit and then we do the face of the goblin. Now the washes are dry, almost dry, but we are going to work on the face where we have not done any wash. So I'm going to paint the eye first. I'm going to use Khorne Red as the base color for the eye. I'm going to apply this. Here as well on the big eye. Okay. Oh, sorry for that. I'm going to apply Mphiston Red. I will wait that the previous colors dry, and while I'm waiting we are going to paint the teeth, and I will use Bubonic Brown on the teeth. These colors. So Bubonic Brown for the teeth. I like to use first an ochre color, yellowish. It's like more like a mustard color. Okay, like here, here. This is how it looks like. Now I go back to the eyes, and I will use Wild Rider Red. I'm going to put this in the middle. Okay. And finally, I'm going to use a little bit of Fire the Dragon Bright. Okay, and now we want to highlight the skin. So to highlight the skin, we are going to use Camo, Ogryn Camo, and the base color that was Elysian Green. I'm going to start first with the Elysian Green, and now with Ogryn Camo. I know some people like to put pinkish noses and put pinkish tones on the skin. I prefer to keep it everything green. That is a taste of everybody. Okay, so we highlight the cheeks. I want to highlight a little bit the lip. I prefer to keep everything on the green spectrum. And here the chin. Well, with no Elysian Green next to it. But for the lips, okay, you see, now the face is quite nicely defined, and we highlight as well the ears. And now the hands. I'm going to something like that. If it's too obvious, we go back to Lorraine Forest and we darken a little bit. I think that is too light. Okay, let's clean the brush. I'm going to do this type of marking he has in the hand. And now I use the Elysian Grey. Okay, I'm going to do this. Yeah, what I'm thinking is to make the video easier to do and easier to edit. I think I will split this in two parts. So I will finalize here, and I will keep for the second part the highlight on the clothes and all the OSLs and other effects that I'm going to paint on him. Okay, maybe the second video is going to be slightly shorter, but also very interesting, and I think it's a better way to share the work with you. I think it's going to work better into medium-sized videos and not in a super long video that is going to give me problems to edit and so on. Okay, so yeah, as I said, I finalize here this first part then, and please keep tuned if you want to know how this finish. But so far it's looking, I'm quite happy how it's looking. I will work a little bit more on the moth or the glowing moth. But this is how it looks like. So I hope you like what you see here. And yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know what do you think about the paint job.